Hey guys, hey, it's Halloween. So I thought today we're just going to pick out a blank and we're going to paint on a Halloween theme. Stick with me. Let's get started with our Halloween lure. Going to have to use opaque white, the Createx first. So we want to get that base coat on so we can start all of our colors. I think my paints are getting a little thicker. It's starting to cool off out here in my paint room. I'm going to have to start moving my paints into the warmer area. I don't always keep this heated up. Anyway, we got it white. Alright, let me clean up. We'll start with some colors. Alright, for the bottom of our Halloween lure, our pumpkin lure. Pumpkins usually aren't ripe on the bottom. So let's start out Createx Pearlized Lime. Let's make the bottom a little lime colored. There we go. Little unripened pumpkin on the bottom, alright? Alright, let me clean that up, move on. Now let's move on to our pumpkin colors. I'm not sure, we're going to try to use two colors, but I'm not 100% sure this is going to work or not. But we're going to start out Createx Transparent Sunrise Yellow. So I got a sunrise yellow to start with. And it just kind of blends down in. I kind of like that blending down in. Blend in real nice to that line. Alright. That's our starting to ripen up pumpkin, but it ain't quite ripe yet. Now, got one more color. Let's see if this works. Hang on. Alright. Now for the top. We're going to try some Createx Transparent Orange. We'll see if this is dark enough. Oh yeah, that's going to show up good. We'll let it go down the side a little because this DT6 style lure has a lot of side to it. So we're letting it kind of go down instead of just putting that thin black on there. Trying to get a little more on the head. Oh yeah, that's a pumpkin, ain't it? That's a little ripe on the back. Give that a little bit more down there. It needs to be a little riper on the back. Looks good pumpkin. Alright. You know, I really wish I had some black eyes. That would really make it look like a carved pumpkin, but I don't have that. I probably got yellow. I know I got red. Let's let this dry and we'll see what color eyes we want to put in our top coat. Alright, time for some eyes. Now, I looked at it. I've got some yellow, the red, I got the normals. Like I said, black eyes would have been perfect in that, and I don't have them. I've got these. I don't know what these things are. They're kind of reddish, purplish, whatever. They got stripes in them. Or it looks that way when I see them anyway. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put these in instead today. Seeing as how this is supposed to be Halloween, something a little different. Get them down here, get my finger in there. There we go. And you can see, I just use a toothpick. Sometimes I use some glue with it. Sometimes I don't. But in this case, we're just kind of messing around with a Halloween lure. So I thought, let's just go this route today. Kind of slide that in place. They make tools for this, guys. You don't necessarily have to use a toothpick. And there we are. Those are going to look a little different. Alright, for a top coat on this. Now, I'm kind of just messing around here. It's Halloween. I gotta admit, I kind of like the color, but I painted this on this one of these DT6 blanks. And I bought these a long time ago on Amazon, and they weren't worth squat. Try to get these things to run straight in the water. I guess it goes back to watch where you buy your blanks. I've had some decent blanks, even out of China. I get some from Schultz out of China. They've been decent. Most of them I get here in the U.S. are all good. This happens to be an Amazon one. I'd never bought from them before. I thought, let's try this once. I never could get them to run very straight. As much as I kept correcting them all the time, they never did run straight. So that's why I kind of painted this one today, because I figure if I never fish with it, I never fish with it. But now that I've painted it as just kind of a Halloween thing, I think I'm going to have to paint a regular blank, one of my S-crank style blanks, because I do kind of like the paint job. But that gets me to what we're going to put for a top coat. I am not going to go ahead and put the two-piece top coat on. That stuff's rather expensive just to be playing around with a lure like this. I'll tell you what, I've got some of the Rust-Oleum Extra Gloss Clear coat. And I've used this on some lures this year. And I fished with those lures. I said I was going to do that this summer. And I don't think I have one right close by here. But I do have lures. I've used this clear coat, I've used this clear coat on it. And so far it's done pretty well. Now I will admit, putting this on like this, you could lose an eye. Because this isn't really going to hold the eyes on really good. Not like the two-piece clear top coat that I normally use. So putting this on, you could lose an eye on this. We're going to go ahead and use this though. I'm going to take this, I'm not going to do it into the camera. I'm going to take this, just step out the side and hit this real quick with some of this. I'll bring it back, we'll take a look, and then we'll take another look when it gets dry. So hang on just a second. Well, there we go, guys. There is my Halloween special. You know, I painted that pumpkin, so to speak, just because it's Halloween. But when I got it all done, you know, I really do kind of like that one. It reminds me of another one I'd painted earlier. I thought, like I said, we're going to have to get that out, put it on another blank that's a little more fishable, and try that one in come spring. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.